Someone wrote into the Marriage Foundation asking, how do you deal with a lying spouse? My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and I hope we're of benefit to you. You can ask a question too. Just go to themarriagefoundation.org and go to the Ask a Counselor tab. If we like your question, we will actually use it in a video, without mentioning your name, of course. How do you deal with a lying spouse? I'm not going to soften this. This is not easy. Because when you're talking about a lying spouse, no one says, oh, my husband or my wife lies all the time, She says we have enough hot dogs and we didn't. It's not that kind of thing. We're talking about people who are facing humongous lies. There's people who spend all the money that they make as a couple and they go gambling and they lie. Or there's some people who have a girlfriend or a boyfriend on the side. They're totally liars. There's people who are hiding things that they have done in the past that are unsavory. The worst lies, which you should have zero okayness with, is if your spouse is a pedophile or a serious criminal. And then you got to get out of there because there's nothing you could do. Otherwise, the range of lying is all over the place. So you need to use your judgment. Is this lying like a compulsion? They just lie all the time, but otherwise they're doing a good job. A husband, he's lying all the time about this and that, but he's bringing home the bacon and he's a good dad, and but he's got a problem. He's lying all the time. Or a wife who is lying all the time about where she's been all day, and you discover, she's in a bar drinking. That's bad. So the circumstances call for a practical resolution. And when I was a divorce mediator, if someone, for instance, had a serious problem with gambling, then what we would do is we would literally create a divorce so that the spouse who wasn't a gambler wasn't responsible for all of the debt, and yet they could still live together. So you have to have a practical solution. Obviously, I cannot help you with that, but you could find a good mediator to help you with a practical solution like I just described. Otherwise, if it's not really tilting the game, you might say, then you just need to learn how to, one, not call them out on it. Because if you call them out on it, it's going to be negative. It's going to create drama. They will lie more. And I don't care what marriage counselors tell you or therapists tell you, there is no way to call someone out on something using I statements that's not going to cause them to feel attacked and thus be even more defensive. So the best thing you can do is pull back, be watchful, don't call them out on it, not even subtly. Some people have tried, just laughing. It still has the same effect. They become worse at it. So this is a problem that your spouse has. You have it if it's affecting the family in a practical way, and you have to find a way to resolve that. If not, then you have to just take it as they've got a serious problem. Lift yourself up and love them the way you should anyway, with all your heart, mind, and soul. And go there with them into the love connection and that kind of communication. It's not going to solve it, but you're not going to allow it this way to destroy your marriage. Now, some people say, well, it's already destroyed my marriage. It's already destroying my marriage. In which case, again, you still have to be practical. Watch these videos. You may get some ideas that you haven't considered yet, because at the Marriage Foundation, we are all about an open heart and not dealing with issues, but working on making the marriage spectacular, which is not as hard as people think. But people think that it's hard because of Western psychology, which has really muddied the waters. It's as easy as knowing what your mind does, what their mind does, how we function, what's human nature, and how to rise above all that and come from the heart and be satisfied with the love and the happiness. Thank you and take care. God bless.